Turnabout. Turnabout. Donald
Episode
Trump.
3. Oh. I thought it said something. Not gonna be here for long, I don't think.
Oh, well, it sent us back to this.
Yeah, that's the most recent save.
No, my recent save was, like, at the end of it. I think I picked autosave by accident.
This screen always look like this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's small.
Yeah.
I think you're capturing something else.
Oh, yeah, I was. My bad.
You're good.
You should know I haven't told you the truth to anyone yet.
What? I knew it.
I have my reasons, of course.
Turn you down, Neo.
All
What?
shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there defending me. I need your power.
My, power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special.
It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Every day.
You don't see it, but the judge actually has a sniper rifle trained on Phoenix behind the picture.
One, two, seven, what's up? What are he's going for? I wonder. Okay, fuck you too.
Court will now reconvene. As a witness, Miss Olga Orly recovered. Yes, Your Honor. Well, she was regaining consciousness.
Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again.
That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. As am I.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute.
It's an AoE effect that Phoenix has.
The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand.
Hey, how was that cush, Judge?
Not good enough to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah, you're right. I should have brought better. Next time, though. Next time. If I'm not dead, that is. Wait, what?
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession.
You need to pad this out somehow.
Or perhaps you rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser.
Yeah. No. Name's Olga Orly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer.
What the fuck?
People call me
Mommy? Sorry.
Olga Quickfingers Orly.
Okay.
Olga Quickfingers.
Okay.
What?
How did this happen?
Olga,
I don't know.
why are we? We're just
I
not,
turned away for
we're
2 seconds.
We're just not doing phrasing anymore. Olga Quickfingers.
It's a sex thing.
Oh, really?
Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian. My last name sounds like, oh really? Oh, that's the pun.
Yes, because it's internet culture like 2010.
That's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
Damn. Hourglass figure.
Witness, you will tell the court what you really. You will tell the court what you were really up to that night.
No, it leaves.
Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see?
Let me remind you that you are currently under oath.
That doesn't stop people from before.
Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
Electric shock.
Electric shock
Let's administer a controlled shock.
Fine.
straight to your face.
Table breaker for Phoenix!
Like
No!
I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borch Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. Another game, back then.
No.
As a waitress.
So you. Oh.
You're not Apollo.
So you were in cahoots with the victim.
Not that he needed
I
my
don't know
help.
what voice
This
I
is a
would-
well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright.
You could just shot him.
The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright.
This is sort of
This is a very,
uncomfortable for me.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut.
I don't think he's pulled out the gun.
He's pulling his cock out.
Swap the cards.
Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces.
Oh, why is the judge so daddy? I do. Why does Russia have these tanks? Ah, you fucking dick.
Indeed.
Oh, I forgot.
Getting caught red-handed at cheating will cast doubt on all his prior wins.
A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan.
Hourglass figure. Oh,
Can't do-
really, Orly? How droll.
Wait,
But
what?
it
Really?
appears you made quite the mistake.
And was she shorter before? Or...
Nah.
Uh,
What's up with my headset? It is very quiet. Hold on, I'm gonna do something real quick.
Okay.
Oh, that would explain it. Nick, could you talk real quick?
Yeah.
There we go. That did it. What the headphone jack wasn't all the way in.
Okay.
And now I need to turn you down again. A mistake.
I agree. The trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card?
Okay, this isn't working. I'm going.
I'm
back to
asking
this.
you, Apollo, what happened to the planted card?
And then they stared at each other for 10 hours.
Hey, that's right.
he's lucky. I'll give him that. You'd have to be slipped free from a trap laid by Olga Quick Fingers Orly.
Not the infamous Olga Quickfingers.
Oh, really?
I know.
The witness would be
everything
so
you know.
much cuter
I
if she
embrace it.
would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick.
Oh, it's cool.
Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad.
Bow, dun, 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 dun. No, I was going for how bad can I be?
I know.
Bad to the bone. I don't have the bad bone rift. Busy trying
When
to
you're
rub
through
it.
being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Spring trap.
We love this tank. It's such a good tank.
That night I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then
Oh, we
Smith
stopped.
searched him,
Mr. Smith.
but the planted card was gone. Trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who had Smith. It was a no good cheating defendant. It was a no good.
It kills fucking everybody in that tank. What do you mean?
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
Trick was perfect until you perfect. That rotten cheetah had messed it up.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you darn kids.
What?
Oh.
Excuse me?
Who's getting fucked in the ass?
I hate my brother.
We all do.
Ayo?
Please, not in the courtroom.
Like, this is just some random jury member.
Please.
No, we are not having a repeat of the Edgeworth incident.
They
Look
don't
who's
call him
talking.
Edgeworth for that reason.
God damn it.
Ugh. For being reminded of that, femur breaker for right.
What?
Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice.
You're gonna poke your eye out.
With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors?
What are you trying to say, Apollo?
These people are weird.
Maybe you shouldn't have become a fucking judge or whatever.
I'm not
Lawyer.
a judge, you fool.
I'll stab you.
No.
I have no problem killing people in the court.
No.
I love that. You're not a very strong defense. Just making random noises.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
What's odd? What's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright, thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Oh,
Jojo.
What was that just now? I sensed something.
You bitch.
ooh, yes. Me, Apollo Justice superpower.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice?
No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder?
What if you don't press
Miss
her?
Orley, you're hiding something.
If you don't press
What are you
harder, it
talking
just
about?
doesn't progress.
You,
Oh.
me, quick fingers, Orly.
The defense will refrain from baseless accusations.
It looks like she was holding the woman.
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the you say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true. Of course it's true. I did see it. Honest. I saw it when Wright hit him.
Oh.
With my own eyes, I saw it.
What's this
Spidey
weird
senses?
vibe I'm getting?
Why is Justice tripping balls?
That witness, for
senses?
instance, Miss Early, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
Why is
Touching
Phoenix
her
talking
neck,
like he's a
was
force
it?
ghost?
Well, you basically... Ah!
Whoa.
Too close? Too close?
Justice, stop oogling her.
What the fuck?
Whoa, what's going on?
Someone took too
The
long.
Apollo's apparently
sensation.
activating a
It's coming into
Sharingan.
focus. There, that twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before.
It's like really weird eagle.
Gotcha!
Come on.
So yeah, this is Apollo.
Miss Orly, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself.
Yeah, so this is Apollo's superpower. He can notice like the little twitches in people.
Unaware of what?
And one of the twitches is so fucking scary. But that's in the last case.
I'm worried. Whenever you get to a certain...
Oh, sorry.
Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of sort. What is this new superpower?
When she says that part of her testimony,
Why do I have a superpower? Oh, wait.
she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it.
Haha, Pain doesn't have any powers.
He spent all of his money on his shitty haircut. He couldn't afford any.
A memory? Why would someone care to explain what the fuck he's babbling about?
Memory, all alone,
Alone in the moonlight.
moonlight.
This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us.
Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss Orly, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an erasable impression on you, on your neck, is this.
Why do you say it like that?
Because I accidentally, fudged the line. I said you, and then I had to backtrack. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us of more than oh my god, I'm putting my lines. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
Shoot him, Panzer. Or just let him kill
What
him.
is he talking about now?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim who was hit. Not you!
Dun, dun,
Yay,
dun.
the banger's back.
This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture.
I do declare.
The witness's habits, they're completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. Oh god, I should have never brought you here.
God, why did I have faith in you?
I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
I thought it said now is our only chance to break her neck. I was like, oh, okay.
I
Let's just start the
misread you.
murder.
Snap. Miss Orly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The
She
very
said you
moment.
killed her.
You killed her, Apollo.
I am knowing nothing.
Why are you back in your costume?
Well, what the
We know you're not Russian.
Saturday night special?
Night special.
But that's from Watch Dogs. What the?
What the fuck? What is that?
Oh, I didn't know we were playing Watch Dogs. Man, this game looks like shit.
Man, Wrench looks really different.
Yeah. Aiden Pierce
Wait,
got
when did
fucking
Wrench
old.
grow a beard? And like 40 years.
Damn.
When did he become a judge?
Damn, Marcus. You look different. You're white.
The witness will testify. Please. Now.
No.
And please stop doing that.
Bah, fine.
Cool.
You have to be boiling to death.
Oh, hey, here's another banger.
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got here.
Cross-examination aggro.
Hey, look, it's the attorney butthole. I mean badge.
Why can't I look at it? Why can't I do this? Why the badge of all
DS
things?
mechanics.
Objection!
Action.
And then the homework ate Neo again.
No. Miss Orley, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant.
Yeah.
And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club.
Yeah.
So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant. And he left the room entirely! No.
Oh god.
Selfie.
I
Let
wanted
me
in
take
there,
a
Skipper.
selfie.
Stop. I will.
Wah,
I,
wah,
oh, you
wah,
get-
wah, wah.
Bottle reported that night
I will actually kill
wasn't
you.
the defendant.
I enjoyed that. Alright.
Hey, I heard you were X-Men. You want to join the Professor?
I heard you
Xavier?
already have.
Want to
What's
join
that fucking-
the Professor Xavier
what-
School of Gifted Children?
Professor, my name is Charles Xavier.
Showdown time.
I forgot how that
You
fucking
dirty
line went.
cheat. Check his pockets now.
Check fuck no.
It's gone. The card's gone. You lose. Oh, hella, holy shit, here it is.
Just then Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right. He hit me. He hit me.
I realize every time this song comes up, shit's getting real.
You smashed. When I came to,
Damn, a lot of shit happened in this tiny ass room. Math.
The victim was already dead. Is that it?
that's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Oh, you fucked that one up.
Sure.
Well, where does this leave us? Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming! Oh God! Oh, Hermaeus Moore is coming!
Hello,
Hi.
Eh.
It must have been me who was hitting the
Hey.
bottle, and I'm imagining all of this.
How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Nice.
I'm doing good. I'm playing a new Yakuza game. I'm fighting for Sweden again.
Nice. I had to eat dinner.
Yeah?
I feel so sorry for you.
Hunger.
Food.
Yes. Unfortunately.
It
that's-
appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. The Phoenix effect is happening.
How do you put up with this, Your Honor?
He doesn't.
Cocaine.
FEMA breaker!
For who?
Phoenix, I think we all know who it's for.
No, that's my Gavin boys.
Hold on.
Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of
It's
events?
all fucking bullshit, Your Honor.
No.
I fucking hate it here. Fuck.
Yeah, I should never became a
I'm going
prosecutor.
home, Your Honor.
Mr. Gavin, sir?
Apollo, I'm going home. You can handle all this
Paul,
from here.
go fuck yourself.
I
I'm
don't want
going
to do
home.
this on my own.
You
I don't
loser.
care.
This shit I'm out.
I believe
Fuck
that
shit.
as a defense in this case, we are compliant to call Miss Early a big fat liar.
What?
Big fat meanie. They were in that room the night of the murder, the defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive. God, he's so hot. I'm sorry.
He's alright.
He is the he is the straightest gay, and his brother is not the straightest gay.
Who's his brother?
The prosecutor.
That's his brother?
No, I'm talking about the actual prosecutor.
Oh, I was gonna say, someone didn't have the same parents.
Neo, stop letting your homework eat you.
Meh. Motive?
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the dominant of that argument was murdered.
What? I'm no killer. Crap! Someone's trying to frame me.
It's not very convincing.
What tangle web we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangle we catch ourselves in the process.
Phoenix, what the fuck are you talking about?
Stop waxing poetical.
That's
Now's
all,
not the time.
that's all I can do. I'm not a lawyer anymore.
They're pressing fire. How am I still alive?
Okay.
Who the fuck did that? I have a fever breaker.
Well, it's a good thing that won't work on me. I'm incorporeal.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah?
Oh God, I'm leaving.
I don't have a Ghostbuster sound.
Mr. Wright.
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. What are you... Oh my fucking god. What are you saying? Why not...
My dude, you're getting off of this crime.
Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know two colors of cards were being used. A fourth person.
Charge.
Ha! This theory again. Your fourth person don't exist.
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
I rolled a nat 20.
I mean, he's not wrong.
The real criminal.
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
God damn it.
Fleek. Have you noticed that Apollo's bracelet is eyes? I mean, our eyes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error.
He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards.
I figured it out. The killer is Godot.
Oh. I'm not paying
I
attention.
get it. Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue.
Yeah, I had
It
that
was-
impression too. But why?
Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
What do you mean the gun fucking jammed? This.
It's not me, I swear. I didn't kill all those kids back in '97.
What?
What?
I said nothing. Who is the fourth person? You just hear Hulk Hogan's theme start playing.
God damn it.
That's a wrestling reference. For context on that one, look up the formation of the NWO.
I saw something in wrestling. Oh. Let me get a break on. Watching this one wrestling thing.
Why do I always get put on the spot like this?
Talk about it in a minute.
Let's
yeah.
hear what the defense had to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue?
I don't know. I'm not fucking here.
I'm back and I'm turning a blind eye to all this. I don't know.
No, okay, Dutch from Red Dead Redemption.
It's
I don't
Kristoff.
know why you're here. Kristoff.
Yeah, because Phoenix called Kristoff. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair.
I was right.
Kristar Gavin, you were the fourth person that night.
But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards.
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is in black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table.
But look! You can see the colors in this photo.
Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. It is true that the defendant
Dang.
was engaged in a game of poker with the victim.
I
Yet,
didn't
it was
declare.
only that, a game, in the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor.
I fucking hate tanks. Charge!
Competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passion. Only the cards, their backs withered in blue flame, know its final outcome. Well, Kristoff? Motherfucker, I am defending you, and this is what you do to me?
If you aren't used to this by now, you honestly deserve what's coming to you. Phoenix always pulls some weird shit. That was my shoe.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Gavin? Is something the matter?
No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. Right. You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Kristoff? You know even I never take a joke this far.
Gee, that reminds me of your hairdo, Payne.
This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder?
I assure you,
Woulda?
I'm quite sane.
Don't!
That was the lie detector going off.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim had never even met.
Well, what if they have?
Crazy talk, you're insane. Next question.
There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started.
Oh, fuck.
You're good.
I'm hungry. No food in the closet. Well, take that, you stupid airplane.
I'm the judge, I have an exception. And a bag of donuts.
I can go for
May
it.
I have one?
No!
No.
I mean, I'm a ghost. I do not need to eat anymore, but I still can feel everything. Don't try to work out the logistics of how that works.
I've seen enough bad Kamen Rider to know where this is going.
Charge.
Go watch Kamen Rider Ghost, it's very bad. Even if Elaine is like a really good character. What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court.
Objection! The defense would like to request no such thing.
Bitch. Mr. Gavin?
Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happening before that game of poker be related?
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin.
As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley...
Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you.
Fuck!
Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
Your Honor, you're making a big mistake.
Oh. Okay.
Gulp.
Glelp.
Gulp.
Yes. When in doubt, always bet on blue.
Come on. Oh,
This
well.
was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. And I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court.
Ed 2, Justice. You would betray me, your teacher, your father.
No. I'm in a
Yes.
tank and you're not. I'm sorry, Mr.
I'm
Gavin.
literally in a tank
This
right
isn't
now.
about loyalty. This is about the truth.
I am literally the tank.
you're the...
I am the table!
My tank can probably kill yours.
I don't know.
I would. I know tanks. Kind of.
Ed 2, Justice.
Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please.
Alright, here what happened. Check it out. That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. Why did I say it like that? The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borscht Bowl Club the night of the murder.
I dine with him rather frequently.
And you talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought
Again.
I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him.
Saul Goodman.
You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth, as I did back then, and now. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears I was wrong.
Ugh.
I'm not doing you shit, right?
Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Justice!
Sir!
He's lying, and you're going to expose him.
Understood, sir.
This isn't suspicious at all.
Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well.
You got this.
Why can I have a normal trial? Please let this be a normal field trip.
With Wright?
Wright?
No way.
Right? No way.
Every day I crave death.
About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orley mentioned?
The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of
Ow,
sorts.
ow, 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 fuck, ow.
I was
Okay.
to plant a card and
And my arm's
write
acting
pocket
up.
beforehand. And then deal 5 aces during one of the games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search right. Shit. He'd then pull out the playing card and the trap would snap shut.
You flopped it. Fitz, this is your character.
You shot my battleship.
You swapped the cards!
Just like that, the legend will be dashed to pieces.
Bless you. Bless you.
Spit that out. Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it.
Charge.
A quirk? A quirked up white boy with a little bit of swagger?
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card.
The card she planted.
Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was a 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game.
Disposed? Where?
There was an empty bottle of grape juice. No, I'm sorry, wine I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle.
Appropriate message in a bottle, I see.
An empty bottle of wine?
The murder weapon?
Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see.
A bottle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. That sounds like terrific drama.
This ain't the first time I've seen cards be used as weapons.
But yeah,
882. Oh! Oh! Get fucked, nerd!
A card inside the murder weapon? That's strange. Did the police miss it in the investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. No clues here. The bottle is completely empty.
Thanks.
Uh,
That never would have. Is it the
Drink
cap?
it.
well, I can't touch the cap because
Oh.
there will be an indication if I can. So,
As you can see, there is
Ah.
no cap here.
I will kill you.
cap.
Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3 approves. The poker head of courtroom number 3 approves of this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with this new information.
I discovered a trap during the game and disposed of the card in the bottle.
Mr. Wright, if I may?
Yes.
I've examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here.
No?
What, Mr. Wright? Surely ... isn't all you have to say for yourself.
I can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle. However,
This is taking a long time.
Huh?
perhaps the 5th person came and took it out. Oh, and a sixth person could have helped.
Ooh.
Oh, he's making fun of Wright. Okay.
Hmm.
Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client.
My apologies, Your Honor.
My apologies.
I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing.
Feels bad, man.
So what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear?
In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence.
Oh,
Push him harder, Justice. Break him. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO.
why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore?
It's the Matt Ungard, goddammit! You can't see this.
Mr. Wright, if I may,
Yes.
take a look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh, of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead.
Good point. Justice! Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it.
1 second.
I would just moved stuff around just to screw with him. That would be funny.
You touch the fever breaker, you die.
I'm going to... I shall become a poltergeist.
Let's see, what was that number for the Ghostbusters again?
Oh, that I burnt it.
We have this thing called phones.
I know. I burnt that too.
Yeah. It's not how that works.
I know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
Ah, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head.
You? You put the hat on the dead man's head?
He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view,
Dang.
shining bright, just like in this photograph.
And?
I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head.
Why would you do such a thing? You did like that.
All I can say is, I'm sorry. But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene.
So, Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim's, his head?
I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Ah, here we go again.
Mr. Gavin?
Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Apollo, remember I told
Hey, he's still our client, isn't he?
Apollo, remember I told you to read every case from Phoenix's Legacy? Remember the Matt Ungard case? Yeah, this is that. I believe that's enough of that.
Mr. Gavin?
This witness testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago.
Damn.
Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone.
Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never.
Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. When I noticed a trap, I put the car in the bar to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well.
Reason?
That reason is right here.
Your cell phone?
That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation. What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court. Kristoff, I see to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good. He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him. Hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china plate?
That is an odd way of referring to it.
It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that.
Bone china plate?
A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate, but pate. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. Oh.
Offended.
Death. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Prick.
Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club?
Most certainly.
Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate?
Oh, that's right.
Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? It comes down to this, has it? Phoenix Wright.
Order! I will have order, Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony? Well, as the prosecutor,
Bro's about to lose his hair again.
Very well, we will break for 10 minutes. After which, Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that?
Crystal clear, Your Honor.
Very well, this will be the final recess for the day.
Apollo, you failed me.
Good.
Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber. Who'd have thought today would turn out like this?
I finally have you all alone, Mr. Wright. Dance!
Yeah.
Who is
Ah! Oh. May I?
this? No!
Yo!
Huh? What?
Hello, sir. Please pick a card.
What's all this about? Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
A trump card?
The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely and the game is yours. That's all.
An ace. Where do I remember that card from?
That's the missing card.
Mm-hmm.
Skipper.
Mr. Quick's hand has 3 aces, and Mr. Wright 2. It is 5 aces in all. It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. That was cheating, I swear to you. That's cheating.
The missing 5th ace! Wait, this splotch of red. Is this blood?
You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it.
This bloodstained card is my trump card for finding the truth. I fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl. I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection.
3D animation.
I made that. You got legs, Apollo? You got legs, Payne?
I think we've
I've
already
been drawn
seen
with
what-
blades before you, bitch. Court will now reconvene. No one ever asks about my legs.
Oh, we already know you got legs. It was in the promotional art.
Defense attorney Christoph Gavin, will you please take the stand?
I am very disappointed in you, Justice.
Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Will Mr. The witness state his name and occupation.
Is this farce necessary, Your Honor?
Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom, and they all
Stranger
revolve,
things?
around that ugly-haired little asshole.
Fine, I'll play along. And thank you for complimenting that my hair is way more beautiful than Phoenix.
I don't recall saying that.
I'll take it.
You will be taking no such thing. First, there's one thing we need to have made clear.
Let me be clear.
Wow. How do you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat?
By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald.
Forgive my curiosity, but what is about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have a inordinate... Wait, what? No, that ain't right.
Inordinate.
Oh, thank you. Inordinate interest in it.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey.
They swapped places.
Hey!
I'm your father now, Apollo. You're gonna be my adopted son. This is gonna,
Okay.
this is gonna be my found family arc. I wouldn't call it in our date, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Wright!
What do you think you're doing right? Wow, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time.
That one time, being the instant he was hit.
Oh!
Don't you just miss this song?
When Mr. Wright returned from reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have had to been there in the hideout at the time of the crime.
In other words, I must be the real killer. Oh, that Sprite. Is that what you're trying to say? Not bad, Apollo.
Mr. Gavin?
I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
Gee, you think?
What?
Damn, your brother Neo getting his ass beat. Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright. Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well. Allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night.
Finally, you may begin your testimony.
Bruh. How is my team at?
I'm gonna head out for the night. I'm tired.
Alright,
Alrighty,
Doc.
good night, Doc.
Good night,
Hey.
Doc.
Tell us, how were you involved in the events of the fateful night?
I'm going to... The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. I went down to the basement and peeked through the little window to the hideout. It must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. A bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, and so I left. That's when the call came from Wright.
So, you witnessed the murder.
I saw that contradiction, though. I saw that contradiction immediately. For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed.
Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that May I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team. There we go. Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous to your client.
What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand after all. So you are, Mr. Gavin. And you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window.
Mr. Wright?
You had to say that, because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right, Apollo?
Oh.
Sorry, Your Honor. I got you too used to it. My bad. I missed this.
Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared?
Oh my god! Damn, he's really...
Yes, Your Honor. I can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial is getting weirder and weirder.
Welcome to the Phoenix Wright game.
Yep.
First time?
First time. Okay.
Those were the only three at the scene of the crime?
Yes, as far as I saw, at least.
Then we're back where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could have been? But, why didn't you talk to the police?
2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my offer was asked to defend Wright. Even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime.
Justice, I just said I saw no one, not a soul.
But that goes against what Mr. Wright said.
Ah, yes. this mysterious fourth person, who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose. Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin. Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap cards in the victim's hand? Perhaps you could show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary?
How can I show something I can't find myself?
Remember, Apollo, the card that was swapped out was the 5th ace.
The 5th ace. Right.
And Phoenix's daughter gave us that 5th ace. We got it. Wait, can I look at it? Yeah, yeah, I can. Fuck.
I don't know where another settlement is. I won't mark it on your map.
Well, Mr. Justice,
Damn, your brother's loud.
Yeah. I think it's because he didn't close his door.
He never closes. He always opens his door.
I know. I don't know how my parents can stand it. Sometimes they can't, but most of the time they don't, and I have to just deal with it.
the question of why the killer would swap out a card has been raised. Can you point out a reason?
I have it. I want to poke Apollo's nose.
It's now or never. The defense would like to present evidence to the court. Evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out. Also, I might get something to eat, like, in a minute.
Yes, go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take the 5th ace?
My reason is, this.
Is that an ace? Why, it's got blood on it. Right next to the spade.
What?
Better not be.
What?
Better
Oh, look at him.
not be one of those bladed cards.
This is insane. Why wasn't I told about this? Why? Could this be? Could this be the missing 5th ace?
Inconceivable. How could you? What are you doing with that card?
Well, that's the thing. Why is Mr. Gavin so upset? It's just a fishy card from some fishy girl.
Oh, that card? It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the Borscht Bowl Club that night after the murder had occurred. I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade, after all. No, impossible, unacceptable! The court can't accept this evidence! It's a fraud! A fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real car from the crime scene. The real killer. Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason?
The reason for?
For the killer to take the car from the scene of the crime.
Where are you going with this?
Take another look at the photo at the victim's head. Oh, it's dripping. At the moment of the crime, his hat fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down the back of his head. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards?
I suppose.
The killer then took the car to hide the blood. Regardless, that evidence is not permissible! Oh? Right. Regardless how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime is to conceal evidence! Oh, we could discuss the finer points of our legal system later. What's important now is I've answered your question. What are you talking about? You wanted to know why the killer would have taken a car from the crime scene. And now, I told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see. This is basic conjecture! Baseless! Oh, I assure you, it's quite based!
Take a screenshot of that.
Oh, I assure you, it's quite based.
Me when I see something cool. What? What? It's amazing, really? How a single drop of blood on a single car can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo,
Yes?
it's not my fault. You ran in front of me.
The book.
Oh god, I think this is the part I was warning you about. Try picturing the scene, the crime in your head.
Wait, what?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
What the fuck?
Holy shit! 3D models.
It's his drawing stick figures. It's his drawing figures.
Yeah.
Remember that one Crash game on your mobile phone?
Yeah, I remember that.
It's that guy. The murder took place
The
in the
hide.
hideout.
I remember his shirt was like, oh my god, a person!
The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand. Given this, there is one decisive problem with this scene.
Well, what is it?
Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on a card, whose position does this diagram doesn't fit? The victim? The killers? The witness? The second witness? Whose position doesn't fit with the bloody card? Well, the victim.
Well, isn't it the victim's position that's the problem?
I don't
go
follow
get
your
a-
logic here, Mr. Justice.
Oh, well, after this. Well, look at look. The victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair.
Okay, you can go.
Okay. I'll get something to eat.
Go get sustenance.
Damn,
Ah!
damn, he has a bald head. Could it be me?
What do we spray that with, like a can of Febreze and then just give it a clean shine?
Then he'll be Mr. Clean, obviously.
True. Why am I even thinking about this? This man is dead.
Mr. Clean with a mustache.
Ugh. Fucking Amazon. I still can't believe that Amazon was just like, hey, you want Charles Hasbin Hotel? How about buying every piece of bootleg merch that's on this website, including some for Amazing Digital Circus?
Nah.
Oh. Oh dear.
Also, apparently there's new episodes out.
Yeah, there is. They took my childbearing hip, Snake.
Oh, I don't like how Alistair's looking at this thumbnail. Please stop being scary.
No.
And also apparently gigantic.
There's a thing I could say.
Put it in your pants.
Okay.
I like how we both knew.
Oh, there actually is official has been merch out here. It's not all just shameless ripoffs.
You know, unironically, I always buy my has-been merch from their website. That's where I got my Angel Dust plush.
All I got is a Stolas standee, and I also have a pre-ordered the Stolas U2.
I also have an Angel Dust pin, and it's the Valentine version. Shut
Okay,
up,
I'm back. I got myself cake and I shut my brother's door.
babe.
He can open it again.
Nah, like once I close it, he doesn't open it again.
This is going to be the one day he doesn't.
You think any blood?
You
would
say
fall behind
that, and
the
then
body,
a
not
couple
under the
minutes
skin
later,
on
we
one
hear
of
him
them.
again.
Banished to the Shadow Realm.
We should banish him to the Shadow Realm. Wait.
Wait, that's a good
Not
idea.
really. I'm not down for that.
Come on.
Oh, Yugi boy! We sending people to the Shadow Realm. You'll need my Millennium Eye. This is a really terrible Pegasus.
Yeah.
Ah.
Me falling down the stairs again.
Oh no. I Hachi Mishima falling gif.
And then the cake ate Neo, not the other way around.
No. Take a look at the photo again. If you bled in this position, the blood would fall on the floor, not on the cards.
Why, that's right. So what does this mean?
Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs.
Swivel chairs? Oh man.
Apollo, try turning the chair around. Wait, what?
I don't know what I expected when I decided to search
You
Heihachi
spin me
Mishima.
right
and
round,
I found
baby,
some
right
strange
round,
shit.
like a record, baby, right round, round.
All I know.
I have a swivel chair right now, but I can't spin in it, or I'm going to like rip off my headphones.
Oh dear. Take the risk.
No, I can't.
Take the risk.
No, my microphone's
the
gonna fall
risk.
off the table if I do that. I can't risk damaging my microphone.
Oh god.
I already had to get it replaced. My old one, my red one, eventually died out, or at least started to die out. So I got a new one like months ago. At this point, it is now blue.
The chair was facing the other way.
It would have to be. So we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table.
When Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing?
When I came back to the room, the body was facing as seen in this photo.
Heihachi Mishima is dead.
That
Meanwhile,
would mean the killer turned the chair back around.
Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know now the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder. But this creates another significant contradiction.
Again?
Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Apollo, whose location on the diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? The victims, the killers, the witness, the second witness? Whose location creates a contradiction if the victim was facing away? It would be the killer.
The victim was struck from the front, correct?
Indeed. Oh yeah, I just want
Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front?
to point out that Phoenix's little pin right there, that's Emma's pin.
Sitting where his indicator currently is?
I would think it'd be quite hard, yes.
Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall in the middle of the game?
I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light.
Oh, damn, that was a violent one.
Those suck, don't they?
Oh, that hurt.
I have shotgun sneezes.
Oh
all the
God.
time. It doesn't
No,
hurt.
I went to cover my mouth. I actually punched myself in the nose.
Oh no.
Like not like super hard. I'm not like bleeding
Yeah,
or anything.
yeah,
I don't
but it's
think.
just like you bonk yourself, yeah.
Yeah, no blood.
That's good.
What?
There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually. Look again at the diagram. Apollo, if the victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here, where would his assailant be standing? Try marking it on the diagram. The killer was in the wall.
What? But there's no room to put a mark where the killer should be.
Wait a minute.
Don't worry.
I figured it out. The killer's the dredge.
Damn it.
Let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing toward the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Where would the killer have to be standing to strike our victim from the front?
The killer had to be standing, well, here.
You get points for flair, but that's about all you get.
Evil Apollo. His hair is down.
Ack. I thought I was onto something there too. He even says ack. I say ack all the fucking time.
Ack is your normal part of your vocabulary.
Yeah, like, hold on. I need to look up how many times I've said, like, ack in one of my servers.
Oh shit, that got fixed.
How many? 300! In one server.
Incredible.
Incredible. Congratulations.
I Hachi Mishima upon thee.
And in my DMs with Irodot, it's 153. And how many in the group chat? Probably not as many. Yeah, only
I guess-
16.
I was not that far off. I guessed 4.
4.
I hardly need to point out that standing there.
You need to
There
times
would be
that by.
wait, no, I have a bit.
Oh, what?
I hardly need to point out that standing there, I realized you were just like me, trying to make
I should have
history.
known.
But who was to
should've
judge
known.
right from wrong? When we burn this town, I think we'll all agree. Violence breeds violence. But in the end, it has to be this way.
Okay.
Anyway, standing there would be impossible. The victim's facing a solid fucking cupboard. And you're claiming that the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above? Like it's the WWE?
It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that at that very moment of the crime,
Wait, I know. Me. Pick me. At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there.
the fucking suspense music turns on.
Hey, random person.
Hey, May.
Hi, Crazy Rabbit. Hello, Crazy Rabbit.
How are you doing?
Now what's this? What's this now?
I mean, that's the only explanation. Right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. We should arrange to examine the cupboard in the hideout immediately!
Flatlanders.
You're the fucking defendant!
I'm,
Hold up. Hold a goddamn minute. Wait a fucking second. When did you start giving orders?
I'm only making a suggestion.
Flatlanders.
I need 4 bailiffs.
You need 4 Meekins.
1, send for a team to the crime scene immediately. 2, I need you to bring out the femur breaker. 3, get the hammers. And 4, bring me a steel chair. You know where they're going, Phoenix. Have them try to move the cupboard.
Nice.
Your Honor?
Huh? What?
There's one more thing your men should look for. Please get this to Meekins.
Ah. Yes, I see. I'm not saying that.
You're saying it.
I refuse.
You're saying it.
I plead the fifth.
No, you don't.
You occasionally belong in the courtroom. After all, when you have your law degree, Mr. Wright.
Close enough. I do my best.
Die.
Well, let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here. Which means... Apollo, try moving the cupboard.
Use the Nintendo DS.
Thank you. Move the cover with your controller there. As you can see, the cover was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been as shown here. The witness too can't. Oh, okay. Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment the crime. Oh my! What's this?
God fucking damn it, what is it now?
Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more. It appears we found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction, in fact. Gavin couldn't see shit.
His ass was not perceiving.
Well, now that's Apollo's thing.
Huh? Oh, dang.
Notice something, Apollo? A line of deduction rapidly approaching its logical conclusion. Judge, you can clearly see it.
Now then, Mr. Justice, the person who should be doing this job, not Phoenix Wright, who is the defendant in this trial, may I remind you?
I'm just...
Please point to the new contradicting indicator. You can do that, right?
I'm just pointing justice in the right direction. Just a little bit.
You are the defendant in a murder trial!
Press X to doubt.
It is the victim. Is it the victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness? Witness to the end from Paradise Killer?
How's the typing there, Neo?
God damn it.
Clack,
Oh,
clack,
what
clack,
this
clack,
code?
clack.
I love this
Are we all
song.
okay with assuming it was moved?
Sure, why not?
Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would completely cover up the window to the stairs.
You know, you're complaining, Judge. Judge, you're complaining about me being the defendant doing Apollo's job, but you're gonna flip your shit when you see a prosecutor who is supposed to be in fucking prison.
That's it, I'm killing myself.
You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to deal with me for another game. I'm in the sequel. I have not developed a voice for this character yet, fully.
That's okay, we're not there yet.
That's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in.
Standing out there.
Someone like Mr. Gavin. The banger's back.
What did you say? Oh? Is the coolest defense in the West losing its cool? Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was, while the window to the room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court exactly where did you witness the crime scene from? Hey, Meekins.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Why are you yelling at Meekins? You told him to go.
Order! This is a court of law, and I will have order. Meekins?
Wait, we have just now received word from our investigative team at the Borscht Bowl Club, sir. They've examined the cupboard and the hideout, Your Honor.
That fast? Holy shit. Oh, and what did they find?
What do you expect? They got Bobby Fulbright on the scene. That guy does 50 lines of cocaine and just investigates everything.
Well, Your Honor, sir. It turns out there's a secret passage behind it, sir.
Not the craziest thing, actually.
Also, May, go to bed, please.
What?
Why? Go to sleep.
Yes. I believe I mentioned something of that sort before.
To sleep.
What do you...
No!
This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about.
I do remember him saying something about that, now that he mentions it.
A secret patch is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal going-ons. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law.
So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go?
The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses could get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer.
I'm about fucking done with this.
You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo.
I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked, and the victim's hat was only off his head for the few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin, come on, say something.
I am upsetty spaghetti.
Dare I ask what really happened that night?
No.
Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer has a date with Mr. Smith. A date with destiny. There he crouched, hidden in a secret passageway behind the cupboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it.
Ah! No, wait, what? Oh, wait. What? Why did you do that? Wait here, I'll get help. Okay, that's Phoenix.
Miss Olga Orley was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout.
Hello, Fitz's character, down about the murder. The victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside.
Alright, what's up?
He wheeled his chair to look around and...
Summoned.
Here you go. Unless you already read it.
Oh,
I read
hold
it,
up.
yeah.
Okay. Oh.
After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime.
I will say I do like the lighting here, but I don't know if this is going to be like a part of one of your bigger projects or just like another smaller one.
Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, you might have noticed the cars on the floor. And the fact that they
Okay.
were all red!
I'd say that was good.
Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn.
No breakdown?
I'm truly, truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin.
Well, because of that, you have to deal with Phoenix Wright bullshit again. I hope you're happy!
At this point,
I hope you're happy.
he's the man who got me killed.
I hope you're happy how you're here to cause forever. I hope you think you're clever. Anyway, Mr.
Von
Gavin.
Karma, as a ghost, is staring at the door. It's like, "Welcome to hell."
The judge has a quiet 7 years
Welcome
of
to
no right.
hell, motherfucker.
Although for one of you, the darkest pits of hell is waiting to swallow you whole.
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne.
Mr.
I don't know why I saw the exclamation points as an L. Ah! Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, I unfortunately hereby clear him of all suspicion. Ah! Believe me when I say I don't believe that this is happening, Mr. Gavin. I've been disassociating since I stepped in here and saw the bitch. What the hell was that noise? Under unforeseen circumstances, call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
That was me moving my laptop a bit, sorry. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh god damn it, we're back to this shit again.
Oh, no. No need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself.
I dealt with a robbery last week.
It's not every day
Damn.
you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. Your point, Mr. Gavin? Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked that a person in your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick.
Dude, what do you mean?
You've been dealing with this fucking bitch for what, 3 years? And suddenly, oh, well, he's back. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like, do everything he says. Oh. Remember all the weed I gave you, Your Honor? What happened?
It's being confiscated and delivered to my office. Excuse the fuck me?
The defendant is clear of all suspicion? This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
illegal evidence?
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course. This bottle, for instance.
The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking.
How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprint. Am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yeah, the fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
You seem to recall this being an issue earlier.
The court in this case demanded explanation. I can't think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down. And that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor?
Hey, here's a wild idea. Have you ever considered drinking?
No.
I got drunk last night. Ah, see how the caught fish squirms to the last? Well, Apollo. Well, son.
Yes?
Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. But I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation just like that.
Yeah. Just like what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to...
Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. Oh. Yeah, that will explain it.
Is there really another?
Take another look at the court record. I already did. I believe you'll find a simple answer there, in plain sight. Bitch, I'm not the protagonist anymore. You are! I'm gonna stop giving you training wheels. Actually, no, I am stop giving you training wheels. The training wheels are off, Apollo. Go.
How about you just say the answer in plain words?
It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with the unanswered questions, indeed. Well, Mr. Justice, I was able to fish last week.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be able to finish this. You'll be able to fish after this.
I'm going to strangle you to death.
I wonder how Hangman Steve is doing.
Mr. Gavin said that the court, in this case, demand an explanation. Don't worry. Justice won't leave until justice is done.
You are so corny.
Hee hee, I get to be a little silly.
Cheese Lord.
I'm pretty sure Wright only used
Lord
like his
Cheese.
nickname only twice.
Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down?
It's actually easier to show you than explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor, next to your chair.
Excuse me. On the floor.
Look at this bottle of wine. What does it read? I don't know what the fuck that says.
This side can't stop me because I can't read. Yes, now reach down and pick it up.
Ah, yes, my favorite.
Without getting out of your chair.
My favorite wine bottle.
My favorite wine bottle. Drowning noises.
Fish. No, not fish.
Right. So what all did I miss this time?
Well, you need to be more specific. Where did you leave?
Just a bit ago. I just had to go do something real quick.
Oh,
I'm assuming not much.
yeah, not much. Gavin's still hanging in there.
Barely.
Ah!
See? You naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers upside down. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh, taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here. Playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of this piano bench. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times.
Wow, I can't believe it was that simple.
Recall our dinner that evening, Kristoff. No.
No.
I was drinking my
I
usual.
don't wanna.
I was drinking my usual alcohol then too.
Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed. But then you must have remembered. So you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano. And you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon. I don't know, I said it like that. The murder weapon.
Why does it sound like the one Yakuza song? Order! 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 What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin?
Nothing.
Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection.
What?
You claim that I switched the bottle. Where's your proof?
Proof? Well, that's,
As I thought, more baseless conjecture. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, when you initiated the investigation at the hideout earlier, do you recall I requested an additional investigation?
Yes, I have your memo about it here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Borscht Bowl Club. And here's one of the bottles in question.
What are you going to dust that for fingerprints too? I would be surprised if any were on that but his.
Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such a novice mistake, true. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything.
Say, Apollo,
Yes?
why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle?
But why?
Just humor me.
Okay, I'll look at the bottle. Mr. Wright.
That bottle will solve this case once and for all. I don't know why I said it like that.
We'll solve this case? What? That's some bottle.
Oh,
Where did that go?
Where did that come from? There's something inside the bottle.
Bruh.
What's this?
Bruh, they were playing a cheating with a 5 of hearts.
that,
Oh my god.
that card! It can't be!
I don't think they're very good at this game.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment.
Miss Olga Orley?
Yes, a little swindling Dovachak. Dovachak? Did I say that?
Dovachka?
Yeah,
Dovachka.
Devotchka.
Phoenix, when did you know
Dovachka.
Russian? And she's not even Russian. What the fuck? Why did you say that?
What the fuck?
That night I played the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost in the last hand, just like he was supposed to. But Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Gone.
Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony?
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it with the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game.
Disposed? Where?
There was an empty bottle of wine I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. The Five of Hearts. This is the card. The bottles were swapped. And the only one who could have done that was the fourth person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin! Oh, I believe it's my time now. Devil energy.
Oh, what the fuck?
I have telepathy apparently.
What the fuck did I just witness?
My superpower is levitation. That is all.
There you
That's
go.
the creepiest breakdown in the fucking game. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright?
Revenge?
Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic. Straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Looking at Apollo. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right?
This is insane. What about me? Don't I get to prosecute anyone?
I almost forgot you were here if it wasn't for that awful hairdo.
Yeah, you were here.
I'm gonna make fucking lose my mind.
Imagine not doing anything.
I believe this time we've finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have anything to report for us on Christoph Gavin?
He's currently force choking everyone.
He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now. I hate everyone. Same. I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he? None that we know of. I'm going to regret saying this, but Mr. Wright, do you have anything to add?
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter, or why Christoph hates me.
About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession to be sure, and that's all we knew about him. I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor. Good. Mr. Wright,
Yes?
7 years and you curse my fucking courtroom again.
Christoph Gavin was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer.
He was extremely talented, to be sure. Didn't bumblefuck his way through trials, like a certain someone.
I needed two things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated, this courtroom. The second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo. Now it's your turn to bumblefuck your way across this series.
Don't you put that fucking on him! I will end your
Me?
miserable existence.
Don't need a bumblefuck.
It is a dark time for our legal system. Or you could say
Bumblefuck
a
is
dark
such a
age of
good
law.
word.
A twisting of justice brought on by our very own initial trial system. We have to set it right. And when I mean we, I mostly mean you. And sometimes me.
Mhm.
But mostly you. This isn't the Phoenix Wright trilogy 2, it's the Apollo Justice trilogy, goddamn.
Mr. Wright?
Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. I look forward to adopting you, Apollo.
Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, unfortunately, not guilty.
Yeah.
did it.
Confetti!
Woo!
Confetti.
Okay, that lingered a bit too long.
Court is adjourned.
Not bad, Apollo, not bad. Thanks, Apollo. You came through just like I thought you would.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. It was you who cornered Mr. Gav, the killer.
I couldn't have done it by myself. You sensed it too today, didn't you? Your ability?
Ability?
Yes, a sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough.
Wait, I wonder if he means... I have one question for the witness, then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
The screen is just. Of course it's true.
What's this weird vibe I'm getting?
Spidey senses.
What was that, Mr. Wright?
You'll have to find the answer to that question yourself.
The answer... right... Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them about Mr. Gavin.
What possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come.
Huh? Wait, you don't know, do you?
This locket is the key.
Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket.
I made that.
Your daughter, right?
That's right. She's my daughter. You know, you were right about this locket.
Eh?
I took this off his neck the night he died. But it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is, this locket really did belong to him.
Well, is that
Wait,
you're a thief and
that's
should be arrested
perjury.
immediately?
You testified! You said that the locket was yours!
I said no such thing, actually.
Huh?
I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside. A subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless. And it's the truth.
Wait, but then why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside it?
Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time, And you played a whole fucking game. You're still just getting started with your career.
Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Gavin Law Offices, after all.
Oh yeah, I just destroyed
Look
your
how
only
well
source
that's
of
turned out for
income.
you, buddy.
I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuffs.
Apollo,
Yes.
how about coming to work for me?
Eh? You mean at the Wright & Co. law offices? I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it.
I can't imagine that to be true, but...
Wait, but didn't you... You're not a...
Oh, I turned in my badge, yes. I'm not an attorney anymore.
That incident 7 years ago. That legendary trial. And at the middle of it all was one man. Phoenix Wright.
The ass attorney.
The case reached its sad conclusion, and he left law for good. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts?
I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence.
Forged evidence? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick.
One piece of evidence struck me as odd, it's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect. I'll bet this was the forged evidence.
It's the fucking card.
Yeah. You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright.
Yes. That card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong card in its place. Luckily for us, the court can accept this evidence. It's a fraud! A fraud? How can you be so sure? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene. The real killer. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago.
Then you really...
Bathroom break?
Yeah, I forged this card. One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real.
But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney.
Who's calling themselves an attorney, Apollo?
So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago.
None of that matters much now, does it?
I punched him. He's gonna kill me.
Nice. Now let me show
What's
you.
that? You're committing assault in the middle of my courtroom?
No.
Nice. Now let me show you mine.
Raging demon.
Your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office address. Drop in, if you like.
Mr. Wright.
Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, "Take that!" next time. I find it packed a little more punch. And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time.
And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door. And that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved. And at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I'd find I'd find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins.
And
Yay.
Bean.
We did it.
we did it.
Shall we see a teaser for the next chapter?
Of course. Turnabout Trump. Hey.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we've left certain Fatso looking at the Hadron Collider a little too long.
Oh god, no. No.
Turnabout
No.
order.
We can't leave him unattended.
Ah, just finish bathroom break just in time to see
As
this.
long as we draw a breath, the wheel of fate turns.
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
pretty sure Phoenix got hit by a car.
oh. What the fuck is happening?
It's gonna be a long ass time before we find out.
Yeah.
Spinning big up. And when the wheel stops.
3D.
3D
Budget!
Ah!
bigger budget.
You die.
You must die.
That was the worst teaser I ever seen.
Oh my god, it's a day after my birthday!
Hey! Someone died on your birthday.
Wasn't me. I